I'm Meredith.
And I'm Melissa.
This was my 5th mission trip and my first one out of the country. I'd have to say my favorite part about this trip to Guatemala was interacting with the children, and even though there was a language barrier, I was kind of able to come over it with my 2 years of Spanish, but they filled in my blanks and I filled in theirs, and I think the love of God just got across through that.
I was very fortunate to get to travel on my first mission trip, and of course my first international trip. It was even more of a blessing to be with my daughter, and the whole group was just absolutely amazing. The house building experience is what really touched my heart. We built a house through the help of the church, obviously, for a single lady named Mariana. She had 5 kids. It was just a blessing to be able to dedicate her house to her. The tears of joy didn't have to be translated to us. We knew exactly what she was feeling. We will forever remember her and her tears of joy. We had to overcome several obstacles that Satan put in our way. We were able to do that because we knew God would win in the end. We just had to keep remembering, as Matt would tell us several times during the week, this house will get built. And we knew God would win, and the house will get built. And even though we won't be there to see it in person, I'm anxious to see pictures of it. And I'm just incredibly proud of this group of kids that we were able to take over. Thank you, church family.
Hello, my name is Peyton Reagan, and I was a student on the Guatemala mission trip. And my story starts off with the fact that I felt the Holy Spirit on Wednesday right before me and my friend Brenna led the gospel on Wednesday for VBS. And so as soon as I felt that Holy Spirit, I said this prayer to myself, and just asking God to help soften the hearts of the students. And at that moment, I could feel something going on around me, even more intense. And, this connection between me and the Holy Spirit just got stronger. And then whenever I shared the gospel, I was nervous, but then 47 kids gave their life to Christ. So what I took away from that was the fact that the Holy Spirit can use me and can use anyone, no matter what the barrier is between language and ethnicity.
Hi, my name is Haley, and I went to Guatemala this summer. And the thing that just struck me the most about this trip was just how joyful and grateful all the people there were. We did a VBS at one of the local schools, and just every day those kids, they would just come up to you smiling, and they would just be ready to play and ready to learn from you. And what I took home from that was just to be filled with joy, even in the little things. Just no matter what life throws at you, I just remember the smiles on those kids' faces and just how grateful they were just to see us, and just how much love they had for us, even though they couldn't really understand us, or they had a very different culture than us. But it's just really humbled me and allowed me to be a lot more joyful and grateful person back home.
I'm Clay Thomas. I went on the Guatemala mission trip as a leader. While we were there, we built a house for a single mother of 5. We spent a week digging ditches and mixing concrete and putting cinder block walls up. That's work that I'm not used to, but it was still fun to get to do that with everyone. The thing that really spoke to me about that whole experience was that the person whose land we were building the house on, he was a good Christian man, and so he was doing all this out of the goodness of his heart. So it was really good to see that it's not just us in America as Christians. There are people all around the world that share love with their community, and I feel like that's something that we can do here, and we do pretty well, but we could always do better.
Hi, my name is Emily. My favorite part about Guatemala was working with the kids during the VBS. Watching them smile while they're singing and dancing just gave me joy. In the afternoon, we would go on home visits. We would give them food and other supplies, and we would hear their stories, and we would share our testimony and share the gospel, and we would get to pray with them. Through all these experiences and other mission trips that I've been on, I realized at camp that God has called me to missions.